Ooh. Welcome back, heroes. So, I've decided that on Fridays we're gonna do something other than the hunter, just to kind of keep it a little fresh, a little different, a little exciting, so to speak. So we're going to be playing our mage. I got him up to 13 off camera. As you can see, we are wearing all account-bound items. So we level a little bit faster. We have the XP, rested XP. We've got the bonus XP. They are talking about putting potions back in the game so that we can level even faster on top of all of that. So we've got a lot going. But we're going to try to get some dungeons done tonight because there are 2 new dungeons now. They did add those. So we are level 13. We got 2 levels to go. So let's check our quests here. We've got stuff over there, bunch of stuff there. And we're actually... we're gonna go hit this, then run up and hit this, fall down the mountain, hit all this, and then from there we can actually run out here and grab the spiders. As we come back, we do this, and then turn it all in. So let's get started there. As far as professions go for this guy, I'm primarily focused on tailoring. I'm not really focused on anything else. I was going to do like enchanting as my like secondary, because that's usually what you want to pair with it. But honestly, I just want to kind of get this guy leveled to 60. I'm not too worried about money on him. We did just spend a lot of money on the hunter, though. The hunter just spent a little over 500 gold to get a new weapon, a new bow specifically, because it had amazing stats. You know, with the hunter, we're doing the daily quests, so we'll be able to get gold back up relatively quickly. We're not really playing the auction house yet. I wish we were, but I want to get our leatherworking maxed first, and then just make whatever leatherworking pattern we can to make as much money as possible. So that is that. Oh, I said I was going to go down here first. We're going to go down, take all these guys out, turn around, come take all these guys out, fall down, boom, go do this, come back across, and as we head to town, we're going to take these guys out and then go into town, turn it all in. We'll get another quest for out this way. So that's always a plus. We've got 2 plants. I picked herbalism as our secondary because we can either sell the plants on the auction house, or we can just straight up sell the plants, whichever gets us the most money. So, but we are going to try and build a fire mage. I have not really looked into what the fire mage needs. So I could be so far off the mark when it comes to fire mages that you guys are screaming at your monitors calling me dumb. Perfectly fine by me. If you have a way for me to build a fire mage that works really, really well, I would love to hear it. But so far, with our bind on account gear, this thing is hitting like an absolute truck with fire magic. We've 2 to 3 shot just about everything that walks near us. So that is exciting there. Let's see here. Okay. Little warlock out there, I see. But one of the benefits of wearing all bind on account gear is, like I said, we hit like a truck. We're not going through mana very quickly. There we go. It's not bothering me that the warlock is trying to take anything, because again, we are taking out targets so fast that he's not going to be able to keep up with us. I'll tell you what, there is a massive difference between having bind on account gear or heirlooms versus not having heirlooms. Like, it is night and day difference. And the neat thing is like all these bind on count, or these world forged items that we're getting, none of it's going to be needed for us, so we can just sell them for the money. We need 2 more missionaries to complete that. We just need 1 more ring. And the missionaries are the ones with the stabs, if I remember correctly. That dude's got a sword. I don't see the war. Oh, there's the warlock. I was like, I don't see the warlock. Where did the warlock go? He's fighting a missionary right now. I see another one up there. See, I thought about going, say, like, water, or frost, rather, so that we get the water elemental. I thought that might be pretty dope. But then I started really looking into it, and I was just like, you know what? I see a lot of frost mages running around doing quests, probably because it's the smarter option to do. But I was like, you know what? What I really want to do is something a little outside of the norm. We will make this guy at some point arcane. Simply because that's the quote-unquote new spec, but that will probably wait until we're like in the 40s, and then we'll swap over to arcane from fire. But we'll see, Having an absolute blast. By the way, as far as professions go, I would highly recommend that if you're trying to level multiple professions, pick ones that level each other or work off of each other to be increased. So, like, I'm picking plants. I honestly should have picked herbalism to go with that, or alchemy, rather, so that I could make potions. There are some really good potions at max level that we can make that count as a battle and guardian elixir. So that's pretty nifty as well. Or like, for example, if I wanted to go tailoring, enchanting is always a good secondary, because anything I make that's green that can't sell on the auction house very well, I could put up on, or I could disenchant it, and then things that I can't disenchant for various reasons, I could just sell. But this guy's going to be just trying to make money as quickly as possible, as early on as possible. So that's why, like, the world forged items, I'm not worried about. We're going to sell those. Plants, I'm just going to sell those. I'm keeping all... Ooh, that was not what I wanted. I'm keeping as much of the linen cloth as I can, so that when we get to wool, we can keep wool. Then when we get to, silk and room cloth and all that fun stuff. Great. We're gonna get hit, then slightly slowed for a second. Dodge behind a tree. Dodge way over here. That dude got a little bitty wraith next to him. How cool. Whew. But yeah. I figure Fridays will be a different class, and then the rest of the week will be the hunter. Or I might just do, like weekends will be the mage, and then during the week will be the mage. So it might be like Friday, Saturday is mage, and then, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the hunter. This month we'll be taking Thursday off because it's a mid-shift. So it makes it a little hard for me to go to work a little bit late or later in the day than I normally do, and then come home a little bit later than I do when I open, so that I can stream at night. So then I'm happening to sit here and be like, oh, if I want to get a little bit of a rest before streaming, I'm not going to start streaming until like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something of that nature. And then I feel like I'm being rushed to get content done. Really? I'll have fun with it. I don't know if Dev's going to get on tonight. If he does, we'll pair up with his mage. And we'll just help him level. I mean, we'll level faster than he will, but we'll help him level. I can work on the chamois with him at any time, because in order for me to catch up, it's real simple. I just put on heirlooms and then start doing stuff. Boom. Boom. Uno. Dos. And see what I mean, though? Like, it's 2 or 3 hits and stuff is going down. They're behind. Or heirloom, rather. Not heirloom. Dang it. World Force! My brain, it is melting. Problem is they put way too many of the zombie dudes out here. I could have stolen that one because he was doing the long cast. I'm going to tag you and then hit this one too. Sorry, priest. And, like, I haven't even buffed myself, and this is how much damage we're doing. Like, I can go here, and we can put on frost armor just for giggles. Much higher hits. That's just fine. I don't need that. Oh, man. Tell you what. Oh, excuse me. Wow, man. I'm more worn out from work than I thought I was. It was actually a good day. Like, I started off really good today. My first phone call was garbage, but I ended up getting a guy on our text service that wanted some stuff. And I was like, yeah, we have it. This is what it is. And usually when you're texting people, it gets pretty tricky to tell them, like, how much something's going to cost them and, you know, protection plans and all that fun stuff that we do in the sale world. And I told the guy, and I was like, you know, are you wanting this delivered? He's like, no, I want to pick it up, which is even more rare that somebody on a Friday is wanting to pick it up, which tells me he's got people coming ASAP, and he needed this ASAP. But he's like, I want to pick it up. Yes, I want the protection plan, yada yada. Sent him the pay link because he was apparently busy enough that he didn't want a phone call interrupting him. And so sent him that, got it paid for, and he picked it up today, which was dope. So would have been nice to have a bigger day, but I'm thankful for the day that I did have. It's just one of those things, man. Like, you can't really control how the day is gonna go. You can always hope for better, but no matter what career you're in, just be thankful for what you get, man. It's the only advice I can give you. You know, in life. Just be thankful for what you got and what you get. Because there's somebody else who didn't get something or has significantly less of that thing than you. So I feel that everybody is blessed one way or the other. Ugh, stupid dawning. Alright, that's all done. Now we're just gonna carefully fall off this hill so that we can just start taking stuff out and getting ichors and plants. And then there's a boss over on that side. Gotta be careful because a couple of these drops will just absolutely kill you. See, I can drop here and go pick up you. Fight this guy. Nice mount. Let's see, like, back here are the guys that we really want to take out. So I'm actually going to just start going back this way first. But one of the legendary enchants that I wanted to test out is called Fireball. I've wanted to test it out for a while because it sounds incredibly fun. So I'm curious what the animation is for it. But every third fireball that we cast, which is going to be our primary damaging ability, will cast a set of fireballs. So I thought that would be really cool to try and test out. So we will see. Ooh. And somebody already fought all of these guys that I need, the grave robbers. Go. Okay, we'll come back to these guys. Let's see if we can do mongrels and Mad Eye or whatever his name is. Okay, my head got hot. When I first came out here, it was a lot cooler, but now that the computer's running, I could probably even take off my jacket. Seems to be quite a few people. You want to invite me, my guy? Yeah, mine's a little stronger, dude. Let's take off. Let's take off this jacket. Oh my goodness. It's so gosh darn warm. I did try, like, I'll be honest, I did, like, I tried, not very hard, to find a mage build right before the stream went live. Problem is, the one build I could find, the dude's only like level 30 or something like that. And his build is just, I did 7k DPS, and he's in a dungeon, and yeah. I mean, he's not lying. He did do 7k DPS, but... Oh, we need the maggot eye to be revived. There he is. Okay. And now we can leave party. That was the last mongrel that we need. Now we just need more embalming liquor, and we need more grave robbers. Grave robbers have a 100% chance to drop the embalming ichor. So usually, by the time you take out all the grave robbers over here, you've already gotten all the embalming liquor ichor. It is just the mongrels that you need. We're kind of doing this a little backwards, so. We're going to end up needing more grave robbers than we need anything else. I don't know which one I'm targeting. Dang it. There we go. Alright, now like I said, we're going to go way out here real quick, and we're going to do the spiders. And then we're going to come back and do here. And then we're going to turn everything in. And that will 100% get us to level 14, if not 15. But I'm really looking forward to these new dungeons, because there's 2 new ones that they just dropped. I don't know if we're allowed to do both. I don't know what the recs are for both of them. I do know that one is a level 15. Yeah. Just go out that way. What is my mount speed? Do I need to buy? I need to buy the 60. But that requires 3 gold to do it, and I don't have no 3 gold. And because I spent all that money on the other guy, I don't really want to take money off of him. That down there. Keep the wool. Quest item, quest item, quest item. Quest item, quest item, quest item. Rest of this could be sold. I don't care. Yeah, I don't see anything else worth keeping. But yeah, I mean, we need 3 gold, basically 4 gold, in order to get our next mount speed so that we can start moving a little bit faster. Once we can start doing dungeons and we get quests that give us the little boxes, we'll get money a lot faster too. Yeesh. I thought I could take off the jacket, and now I'm getting cold again. I'm a wee silly. Usually, I don't come out here to do the spiders until I come out to go do this quest here. Because there's another quest that takes us here, and then there's another quest that takes us way up here for the Scarlet Monastery stuff. But I figure I'll just do this one. But depending on whether you guys like the mage more or the hunter, we may increase the amount of days we stream. Like, we may do 3 and 3, I don't know. But right now my goal is to do 2 and 4 out of the 6 days that we stream. But I mean, I'm hoping that the mage, because I really do like spellcasters. I like any ranged DPS kind of thing. I'm really hoping that I enjoy the mage as much, if not more, than the hunter. Don't get me wrong, love the hunter, but we turned him into a melee. I'm having a blast playing it. I know a lot of people are saying right now that marksman is actually the best in terms of damage right now. But we are having an absolute blast playing the melee hunter. Alright, now we just run straight here. We're going to take out one Alaric, Sadding, Slain, and then all the rebels. So we can turn all those little quests in. Get us to level 14. Trying to get to that level 15 so that we can really get into dungeons. Now, we don't get... Here's going to be the real problem for us. As a fire mage, technically we don't get an AoE until 16. And it's not that great of an AoE. I'm going to be honest with you. It's terrible. Frost gets a good AoE at 20. So I'm hoping that some of our, especially like Fireball, I'm hoping that turns our stuff a little bit more AoE-ish. I'm hoping that when we get to... Look at this little level 9. Look at you, buddy. I'm hoping that when we get to around that level 30 mark, we have some better AoE fire mystic enchants. I haven't even looked at enchants yet. I mean, we have some enchants, don't get me wrong, like Kaboom. We've got Arcane Mastery, Arcane Orb. Both of the, this one is definitely AoE. This one helps increase damage, reduces mana cost of arcane spells. Fire Up is a good purple one. Frost Mastery is a good purple one. Fireball, by the way, is a purple. It's not a legendary. I thought it was. The only artifact one that we have is Ring of Frost. We could use it. It's fine. It's not the best one for us. Brand of the Pyromaniac. That's another good purple one for us. Fire Up is another good one for us for fire. So we kind of already have 3 fire ones on deck. There is Flame On, so we'll have to kind of read over those a little bit. We've already got Fireball equipped. We'll have to go look like Master of Elements. Your critical strikes will refund 30% of their base mana cost. Absolutely phenomenal, but that requires Arcane and Frost because this is actually a fire skill. So it doesn't help our fire. So we're going to have to go through and kind of do what we did with the Hunter, figure out us a build until we can find somebody who is way smarter than us. And see if they have a build. Oop, that was not what I wanted. It's fine. Well, it's fine. If you want to take the aggro, fine by me. By the time we complete this quest, we may be 14. So we may actually hit 15 once we have to go turn in all this stuff. We're just going to run through here, run upstairs. That's where the person that we need to take out is. And then anytime anything spawns, we'll just stand right here. And then I can just sit here if I need to, and I could spam like my tab key and my attack key and just go back and forth. And if anything spawns downstairs or upstairs, we would tag it. Dang, we don't get blink until 20. Holy crap. Arcane Missile. My thing is like, Arcane gets some dope skills real quick. Like, Arcane Explosion at level 14. That is a great AoE skill. If we were doing an Arcane build. There we go. Sorry, my mouse is acting stupid. Like, the cord is acting dumb. Okay, that way I can see. So all the corpses left. But, like... Bro, don't even. Invite me or I will tag it faster. Thank you. But like you get Arcane Explosion there, you get Arcane Blast at 24, and that's pretty much your entire bread and butter. Is this skill for single target. This gets procs off of this. This gets more damage. I mean, there's a bunch here that you can get as well. It's just crazy. Like, Arcane has a lot going for it. But, like, we get, really, honestly, ours is put Scorch up. Oh, it's not even Scorch anymore. Okay. I thought that had a dot damage, so it may be over here somewhere. Pyroblast is a great spell for us because it hits really hard. Fire Wave is a great skill. So, like, I bet you some of our stuff here is going to really help us. Like, Impact. Do we still get Meteor? Isn't that a thing? Meteor. I guess it's not. Is it a Mystic Enchant? Maybe? Yeah, there you go. It's legendary. Calls down a meteor which lands on the target location after 3 seconds, dealing 595 to 651 fire damage. I suggest you start inviting all of these people. All of them.
Power to the Forsaken.
Oh, it didn't give it to me. Even though I was in this group, it did not give me... Dang it. See, it doesn't say that he's been slain. We'll just stay in the group and hope to get the last two while we wait for him to respawn. What a bummer. That's just a little frustrating. Alright, so all that's done. We can leave party. Because it did not give us Alric setting. I don't know why it didn't. We were in the group when he died. But we have a ton of this stuff to turn in, so... We just gotta sit here and wait. And while we wait, we will look at the Mystic Enchants a little bit, see what we can do here. I am answering question. Alright. So, like, I know I want to go with improved fireball, okay? Because that reduces the cast time of fireball, so we can throw it faster. And as we level up, or level up fireball rather, the cast time will actually get a little bit bigger. On top of that, incineration is always a good one. Increases critical strike chance of your fire blast, scorch, and arcane blast, and cone of cold. Actually, no, don't care. Let's see. Ignite. Your critical strikes from fire damage spells cause your target to burn for an additional 8% of your spell damage over 4 seconds. That's actually pretty good. Whirled in Flames increases the critical strike chance of your Flame Strike, Pyroblast, Blast Wave, Dragon's Breath, Living Bomb, Blizzard, and Arcane Explosion spells by 2%. I think this can actually get up to 6%, if I remember correctly. And then you also have Burning Determination. When interrupted or silenced, you have a 50% chance to become immune to the next interrupt or silence mechanic last 20 seconds. That's great for PvP. If you guys are into PvP, this is going to be a must for you. Because if you get silenced, which is what they're going to do to spellcasters, this makes it to where the next time they can try, you have a 50% chance to just ignore it. Let's see here. I think we'll go Ignite next, because that gives us more critical strike. We'll keep this one on the back burner, so to speak. Just because, like, if we need extra points to go anywhere, then we could definitely... So, it gives me the letter for the last kill, but not the actual kill for it. How stupid. Sometimes. Quests. Look at that. I wanna take out one target real quick. There we go. Told you we would hit 14 before we went and turned it all in. So let's see. Why does it have? Oh, okay. We got to go up here and do this. Got it. Okay. That is this quest right here. But yeah, I mean, if we need extra points, that's where they're going to go. But then we get Pyroblast. Pyroblast is going to be a crucial one for us. Impact gives your damaging spells 4% chance to cause the next Fire Blast you cast to stun the target for 2 seconds. Meh. Flamethrowing increases the range of fire spells, except for Frost Fire Bolt by 3 yards. So that's pretty cool. Just finished it. Nice. I mean, if you want to party up with me, guy. But it got me to 40. Nice. Yeah. We started this mage not too long ago. We're level 14. We're about to be level 15 so that we can try the new dungeons. Dang, somebody's been through here and just wiped out the whole... Oh, it's the mage trio that's running around. I'm doing adventure challenge so I can only group with others. Ah. Dang. I mean, don't get me wrong, adventure is really good. Makes all mobs elites, but get 100% more quest XP. Yeah. But, I mean, you're doing a lot, so you have a tank pet. So it's not... You know what I mean? Like, if you were a paladin or warlock hunter, something of that nature that can really deal with that kind of stuff, it's not that big of a deal. But when you are, you know, a rogue, you're, you know, a priest, things of that nature, You take more physical and magical damage too. I thought that... Are you doing the Nightmare one? Because I know there's like a Nightmare challenge or an Iron Man challenge where you take like 500% more damage. Yeah, I'll join. Again. Yeah. 2 fire mages, nothing's living. Okay, stuff should start respawning. So I'm confused as to why I'm not seeing anything respawn. And they're all going to town, it looks like. Okay. They got finished. That's fine. Sorry, Pally. But I don't want to be on this quest for another 30 minutes. Go. Let's see. Yeah, lock is definitely the easy of the options. The adventure one is like 100% more damage and scales with level of the challenge you pick. At max difficulty, it's like 1,000% more damage from physical and 875 from magical. I know I'm almost 1,000% positive. Isn't there one? Because like adventure mode here. They just have increased health, increased damage. But then there's one mode, what was it called? I want to say... No. This is gonna bother me. Bother me. New... Oh. Yeah, I know what that one is. Yeah, there you go. So it's Nightmare. So just basic Nightmare mode. You take physical attacks. You take 300% more damage from physical attacks and 500% more from spells. And you get 5 lives to get to 60. At max difficulty, it's 1,000% more damage. Yeah. Yeah, so the Nightmare one is bonkers, but you do get 5 lives, which makes it somewhat easier. If you make a mistake, pull too many people, you don't get absolutely boned for it, which is nice. Looks like we actually go and turn everything in over here. So, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I still think adventure mode is relatively challenging, because you still have to be careful. Like, if you want to complete the challenge, you still have to pay attention to what you're doing. You can't just, you know, go all willy-nilly and just be like, no. Because we did that with our, we were doing the hardcore, just the basic hardcore challenge with, what you call it? I don't want to do the prodigal lich. We were doing it on, what, Area 52, I think? Because we were doing the hunter that can heal. What is that called? Grove Ranger. And we just got cocky and ended up dying. We could have easily made that to 70. But we were just like, man, we're so good, we don't need to pay attention. And then I died. So, it is what it is. is level 15, which means we can now get our next Mystic Scroll. Now, we are currently doing fire. I could grab this one. I want to see something here. First of all, we want to put a point there, and then we wanted to put a point. Let's see, you get 3 points there, so it's 2, 4, 6, yeah. I don't know. So you can actually get that to 100% chance. Let's see, your critical strike from fire damage and spell cause burn additional 8%. Yes. I want that. Now, as far as Mystic Scrolls go, we could do fire. Ooh, I can already put fireballs on. So, we've already got flame on, so that doesn't matter. Arcane domination we don't have. Your clear casting effect also increases the critical strike chance of your next arcane missile or arcane blast by 10%. That's only good until you hit level 60, and then that's garbage. Fighting Frost. Killing an enemy with frost damage causes your next spell that can trigger frostbite to have a 100% chance to trigger it. That's not bad either. We'll go ahead and grab, we'll grab this one. Because that one, I mean, it's great, again, until you hit 60. And then it's kind of useless. So we're gonna grab this one. But then we're gonna do fireball. We need a Mystic Altar? Not a problem. Give me half a second here. Vanity. Altar. Put that on here. That is a quest item. Those are openable. This is now collected, so we don't need it. Then I want to click here. And then we should have plenty, yeah. And I want to go with Fireball. This is the whole reason I wanted to do Fire Mage off the rip. At least until around level 40. Because now when we throw, so here, let me read that to you. Oops, wrong button. Let me read it here. So after casting Fireball 3 times in combat, your next Fireball is empowered, requiring a 20% longer cast time to unleash a wave of fireballs at your target. Now, right now, we don't have anything living that long. So we may not be able to get that to proc very often, but when it does. Alright, so then we can go ahead and open all of this. Open that. That's all more sellables. We have another quest to turn in up over here. It's downstairs. Okay, that wants us to speak with Anastasia. Great movie. If you have not seen that, like if you're part of the generation that's too young to have seen that movie, first of all, find your parents, call them dumb, and then tell them that you want to watch Anastasia. It is a fantastically great movie. It's probably one of the first what if movies ever really made, because it asks the question of what if one of the Romanovs had lived through that whole massacre, right? That's 100% what that movie is based off of. There was once a rumor. If you don't know who the Romanovs are, your history teacher has failed you, unless you just haven't gotten to. I want to say it's like the 6th or 7th grade is when you start learning about world history events, like the Romanovs. But they were a very terrible family. I'm not saying that they weren't, but they were a very terrible Russian family. They did very atrocious things to their own people, and they suffered a very big penalty for that. And there was a rumor that Anastasia had survived the Romanov massacre, and that she was going to come back, and she was going to be this bringer or herald of the old ways, and the Romanov Empire was going to come back. And it never turned out to be true. But the cartoon goes, well, or the cartoon movie goes, well, what if? What if it was true? What if she, ended up in an orphanage, didn't know who she really was, didn't know who her grandparent, or her, I think it was her aunt, I want to say it was her aunt, technically, was a royal member of a different country at the time, and they were like, so we're going to just play this what-if game with it and see how far we can take it. And it's fantastic, and of course it's a Disney movie, so there's like magic and just craziness going on in this film. But it is a fantastic movie, so if you've not seen it, go watch it. You will not be disappointed. If you're also too young to know what Mulan the cartoon is, go watch that too. We just had a whole discussion at work the other day about Disney movies, and that was one of them that people were like, the cartoon is 1,000 times better than the live action. But in my opinion, those are both fantastic movies to go and watch. Alright, so we've got nonsense down here to do. We've got nonsense... Yeah, so we don't have to go up here yet, because we can't do anything there. But down here, we've got a whole bunch there to do on this bottom part. I think I'm gonna shave off this beard. It gives me problems, man. Like, I would love to just, like, have a full grown-ass beard, like an adult, but it frustrates me. Oh, we forgot to look at our book. So we got Arcane Explosion, Arcane Intellect upgrades. Fire Blast gets an upgrade. Frostbolt got an upgrade. And now we're below a gold again. Yay! Early on, it's very difficult to get... First of all, Friar, nobody said you could live. Alright, so here's Fireball. Boom. Boom. Nice. So it does take... I didn't really notice that big of a difference in spellcasting speed. I still feel like we pulled that off relatively quickly. But it is neat to see that fireball just... it'd be cool if it made it AoE. I personally think it would make it so much better if it was AoE. Boom. But the fact that you can tag them multiple times is good. Because it gets one, like, base hit, and then it gets one... it gets a smaller hit. Now, see, like, he'll actually attack much faster than we do. So the damage output might be slightly in his favor. But when we get our crit up, it's only going to take, like, one hit for us to do what two of his does. We did get a new one of those, and a new one of those, and we're higher level than you, so we're gonna hit you with one of those. No, don't override mine, you goofball. Intellect by 2, intellect by 7. minus 7. As soon as we complete this quest, we'll leave our friend here. Oh, Titan Scroll. But we'll keep for a dungeon as soon as he's done. We'll hope to get the new dungeon because, like I said, those are officially out now. There's 2 new ones. Let's see if we can show them off. We are a DPS. Nope. Of course, he's lead anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I'm hoping that those got put in the rotation for level 15. So that we're not getting Scarlet Monastery 8 million freaking times again. That was so annoying. Bro, how long does it take this guy to respawn? Jeez. He's level 12. Getting a wee cold. Alright. Let's go. Are you doing... Oop. He just respawned and you run away, my guy? There you go. Problem solved. Now, the next quest is just down the hill here. And it's Wandering Spirits. Before we do these, though, I want to go to the church. That has 2 quests that are over here. So we might as well just pick up the stuff that's over here at this church. And then we can come back and just do all of it at one go. And then there's Lieutenant Sanders' head. What? Dang it. Oh well. It looks like we have a quest up here. Let me go do this quest first. Oh, what did he just say? I didn't mean to... Details. There we go. I think you just mounted up and I thought I found some new rare and was about to kill that. Whoop. I can see how that's a giant pain. Okay, dude is somewhere out here for his head. What we're after, he's somewhere over this way. Come on. Go, Hunter! And bye. Could have sworn there was a World Forged item over here last time we were here. That is a head that I need. ahead that is important for my quest, and I need it. I don't even see the guide that we're supposed to take out for this. Zealot. I mean, is he another one of those dudes that you have to take out targets until he spawns? It's possible. Boop. I have to say that skill does look really dope. I'm trying to stay around this little campfire because I know he spawns there because I've done the quest before. Oh, the other thing I wanted to do when we're not doing dungeons, hopefully it'll let me do it. That's not. Oh, high risk. This could be terrible, because we could be attacked by other people. But we're level 15, which means we're now getting another 15% XP on top of all the other XP bonuses we're getting. Is that who I want? Lieutenant Banders or whatever? Yeah. You want to go, bud? Got ahead. Okay, now we're gonna go run to the church. Because, like, we can actually run over here, turn this in, and then drop down and come back over. Should be alright. And, like, we're already almost level 16 to get our AoE skill. We'll hold on to that. That is a quest. But yeah, I mean, yeah, turn that in, run down here, pick up all those, run over here, do all that, then we can just turn in everything. Like, this is going to be the last one, I think. In fact, we probably won't even do this quest. What is it for? The mages of Undersea have noted a magical disturbance within the city and have sent word for mages of the Horde to investigate. Yeah, we'll go talk to her, but I don't think it's anything we really need to care about. This is justice. Oh, this thing was a nightmare, because there's a bunch of elite dudes that will, try and murder you. Because it wants us to go up here to Scarlet Monastery. And when we get there, we gotta use this potion. So, we'll just carry on with this quest line, just so that we can finish it. But yeah, next level is Flame Strike. And then we want to find the group. Completed that quest. I see a plant over here. I see another plant there. Try to see if there was anything in this graveyard gizmo that was a bind on account. Or heirloom item, rather. Now, here's the thing. The reason why, because I know somebody's probably going to get frustrated that I keep calling it a bind on account item versus heirloom, is when those items first came out, they were bind on account. That's what it said. Instead of bind on pickup or bind on like bind on equip, bind on pickup, it was bind on account because you could send it through the mail to other characters and they could put it on and all that fun stuff. Great. I accidentally aggroed one of these morons. We're probably going to die. No! Leave me alone. Yeah, thank you. Do I have any food on me? Let's just eat. Because one of the many things I forgot to do was give myself food and water. Alright. Pop the potion. Now those dudes shouldn't bother us. The only ones that can are... There's like... I don't think it's the scouts. Yeah, I don't think it's the scouts. I think there's like another group that as long as you don't get near one of them, and I forget what they're called. Is it the magicians? I don't know. There's one out here that if you get too close to them, they go, oh my god, that's not one of us. And then they immediately start attacking you. And it's a giant pain. I swear it's these chicks right here. Like that Scarlet Augur. But I could be wrong. I need 2 more. Somebody came in here and just wiped out everybody. We need 1 more. I'm gonna try and grab that and then touch the dungeon. Told you. Yeah, it's the augurs. You get too close to them, they cast that stupid halo of light crap, and it breaks the potion effect. And then they're just like, oh, you're really part of the horde, and then they murder you. So. There shouldn't be anything in this hallway, if I remember correctly, so we should be able to resurrect and immediately teleport to the dungeon. Then we can pop this, and we can go Deviant Heights. It's the only quest in here we're going to be able to get. Whew, look at those levels. 46, 43. We have 1 level 20 in here. I don't know. Here we go. But we've got a rogue, 2 paladins, a druid healer, and us. Come on. Tank. Go. We hit 6. Oh, no, we haven't hit 16 yet. Tank. They're paladins. No bueno. It'll be nice when we get some AoE skills that we can start throwing. Because right now we basically just have freaking fireball. Boop. I need mana. Which is going to be a slight problem, because it doesn't look like I have any waters in my inventory. Let's craft some water real quick. Okay. Oh. Next point will go there, so we get more damage over time when we do crit. Because like fire mages, I think are going to be the heaviest in requiring crit damage. Whoever said rogues were extremely weak have not actually watched a rogue play. Or they don't know what they're doing on a rogue. Because rogues are phenomenal. Are they the best at AoE? Nope. But now that they're getting, they're all getting like Crimson Tornado or Crimson Blade or something like that. It's an AoE skill that rogues got for Ascension WoW. That's going to be a baseline skill now instead of just a Mystic Enchant kind of thing. Which I think is kind of dope. Where the heck did the tank fall? I hope to God he did not fall down. Gotta love it when the tank doesn't know where he's going. Really? I mean, technically I can just sit here and collect the XP for it, but it would have been nice to be able to do some damage. I don't think we'll get enough skins by the time we get to the last boss. We might. We might. We only need 8 more. So we may look at some other fire spells to see if they increase our damage or might give us some AoE ability early on. Fireball is really nice, but I just don't think it does the damage output that we really need. But again, this guy is going to be going Arcane Mage as soon as I can get... probably, since we're trying out Fireball now, I thought it was a much later skill, I'll be honest with you. Plus, we may buy the thing so that I can have multiple builds for the Mage, because it does have multiple builds I would love to try. So we may get the little book packet thing for the Mage, so we get the Mage Armor, we get the Mage Mount, we get the Mage spec books, and all that fun stuff. That might be the next thing I get for the game. Actually, yeah, we only need 6 more. Boom. 2, 3, and then this one just takes a little bit longer to throw that. Okay, drink this. We also need to do some, oh look, we did get all of them. Nice. So I can pop Bobblehead again. Nope, that's worth 8 silver. We will do that one. There we go. almost level 16, so we're going to be able to get our next spell. Probably right about the time we get to the boss. Kong, Lucifer, Crush You, and the Hope. At least I hope that guy's name is La Hope. Yeah. We'll hit 16 right as we get to the boss fight, I think. I think this pull that we're doing right now is going to be the last of it. Okay. Let's pop the book in case anybody wanted to turn in any quests, if they had any. These guys shouldn't, because they're high enough level, but there you go. Ooh. Flame Strike can now go on our bar. There we go. Leave dungeon. Yes. So it wasn't the dungeon that we wanted. Do I still have the potion? There we go. This will let us just get out of here, because we've collected all the boxes, so we don't need any more boxes for that. So we're going to go turn in the quests back over here. That should be the last one for this area, so that we can then run down here, pick up those quests to go up here, do all these quests, and go on about our day. Okay, apparently mounting was a terrible idea. Whoops. Jeez, excuse me. Good lord. But yeah. Mage is pretty good, but if we get to 24, we may switch to Arcane just because we're testing out Fireball already. Like I said, I may end up deciding just to go ahead and buy... like, I know that there's a sale going on. Hold on, let's check some stuff here real quick. I just want to see. Because if it's on sale right now, we may just do it right this second. Because you can see there's a huge thing off on convenience items, but we want to look at deals. Bro, are you kidding me? Do they still have the book, or did it go away? Did they finally just do away with the book? Bundles. Yep. Yep. It looks like they got rid of them. What a bummer. I mean, it's right here. For 100 DP, it's the armor and the mount. but I don't think you get all the extra bonus stuff. So you get the full Elemental Triad Regalia, the armor. You get the Runesaber mount. You get the Arcane Spheres thing, so that you have little bubbles that float around you. You get the Arcane Rune of Retreat Cosmetic Hearthstone. Nice. Writing skill for Apprentice. You get 10 Scrolls of Unlearning. Don't really need that. And Tabard of the Arcane. So you get this whole get up here. For me, that's just not worth 100 though. Where we could go, where is it? Is it convenience? Like we have that one. I don't think we have this one. Let's see here. I don't know what that is. Hold up. I gotta see what this is. Druid Idol of Agility. Agility, attack power, critical strike, stamina, and 10% XP. From quests and monsters, it's additive, so not multiplicative, meaning that you just plus kind of thing. Okay. Can I go back to convenience? Bunch of insignias. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what that one is. Like, I'm gonna have to go through and look at these. There might be some insignias that are really good for the mage here, but I think this is gonna be like shaman, priest, paladin, druid. Okay, so it's not under convenience. Let's just go deals here. So the Frostwalker, which is a really nice set, by the way. Is this classic? No, Pickle, this is not classic. I do apologize. This is Ascension. It is technically classic, but it's not retail classic. Ooh. Gosh, dang, it's 120 DP, though. We have this one. Let's see here. Of course that one's popular. Nothing under that. We looked at convenience and we didn't see any of the books. Would it be LP items? Nope, nothing under there either. Let's go, nope, so it's not that. Keep your scroll, scroll of unlearning. They are called spec. So there's the one for Mystic Enchants. Specialization. There you go. Tome of Specialization 2. And there's 3. So that's 18. So we can add this to cart. We can add that to cart. And do you only need like one of... You can swap between Mystic Enchants at any time. No altar, no orbs required. Cannot use in arena or combat. Okay, so we need 2 of these. Add to cart. Can I make that have more than 1? Yeah. I need 2. So that's 46 DP, which is not hard to get. It's not even expensive. So I'll do that before I log off tonight. We're going to just grab a bunch of that stuff. Because like I said, we could use that on the mage. As far as armor goes, I'll look and see if there's anything that's super cheap armor-wise later. Otherwise, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll just keep wearing the warlock set that we have. But I want to get to level 24 because I will be able to test the arcane out and see how well that works. But for now, we're going to run down here. We're going to go to this church right here. I keep wanting to point to this. We're going to go to the church, pick that up, because there's 2 quests there at the church, so that we can turn around and do that there. Ooh, another mystic scroll. We got so much to sell. Okay. Oh. But yeah, if we get the spec stuff, we could do frost, we could do fire, we could do arcane, and just have, you know, spec 1, spec 2, spec 3. And then same thing with the Mystic Enchants. We could do it for Fire, Frost, all that fun jazz. So. It is possible, my friends. But I can safely say that I have seen, as far as AoE goes, I have seen a ton of the arcane mages for AoE inside of a dungeon. Single target, I have seen tons of frosts. Now, that being said, I've also seen some frost mages do some serious AoE. I don't see a lot of fire mages. That's kind of why I was wanting to do the fire mage, because I don't see a lot of them. I don't know why I picked this up. We've already picked it up before, so it's not important. It's a priesty spell. If you're a priest and you want spells for the priest for free, there you go. At least I think it was. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, if that one bundle that we were getting for like the other classes was still available, that we got for the shaman, that we got for the druid, that we got for the warlock, and we got for the hunter, we would get it for the mage as well. But it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. It is what it is. We'll deal with it as it goes. Okay, somebody's already nuked that dude. Might be a little trickier because the respawn times have gone down considerably. Now that the servers are a little bit more calm. But we still want to do our due diligence, still look around, see if we can find all of the ones that we need to farm. We can finish this quest over here. Because there's like 3 named dudes that we need to find, if I remember correctly, unless they got rid of that quest, but... So, like, that quest is now done. Yeah. The Balnir, we need all 3 of those. There's one that will spawn here, one that will spawn out there, and one that spawns in the barn. Invite? Anybody? Anybody want to invite me? I'm a poor little mage. That's supposed to be Hunter x Hunter, which is a great anime, by the way. If you guys have not seen it, you should check it out. Okay. Whew. But yeah, my end goal is to make an arcane mage. Just FYI. Because again, it is a quote-unquote class that they built for inside the game. Because they were like, Classic did not have an arcane mage, which technically Classic did not. So it's going to be interesting. There's Vara. But like, look how hard we're hitting. It's crazy. So you gonna need roll or greed roll on that? Whatever. I'm gonna greed roll, I don't care. Yeah, he need rolled on it. Somebody already took out... Oh, it's just a bleeding mark. Good. So I'm just gonna stand here and wait. And while we do that, we're gonna click this. And... work on bolts of cloth. And now there's a whole bunch of people out here trying to farm all this stuff. Let's see here. Can I suggest you as an invite? Click you. Suggest you as an invite. I don't know where the hunter is running to. I suggested everybody. Right here, continuing to create as many of those as we can. Dang you! Ha! Still got the kill. That's all I care about. Alright, I have no idea what the hunter's doing, though. I don't even know if he was close enough to get that. Hunter, you gotta be out here with us, bro. And what down you do? Let's make some bread. There we go. Gobble it up. Still have no idea what the hunter's doing. He's back over there somewhere. Two more. Swear I just saw one go wandering off that way. Yeah, level 30 warlock. Oh, now you want to come run over here? Hunter? Really? I need one more of those. I need one more of the ghost people, not the zombie people. That's how we'll distinguish between them. Ghost people or zombies. I think you're who I want. Yes. Okay, that's that guy. We haven't seen the rare that spawns out here either, which is interesting. But we are done. So, Hunter, you're on your own. Thanks for the party. You basically could have been done with me had you just participated. But you decided to hide and let the mage do all the work. Boop. And
What do you require?
turn that in. Turn that in. Look at that. Already almost level 17, man. Okay. Go back to queuing for dungeons, because again, we want to try and get the new dungeon. It didn't say that it was a solo dungeon, but it did say that it is available as of yesterday. I didn't get to try it yesterday because I wasn't playing anything that had the ability to do it. So, bummer on that part, but hopefully we can get one tonight. Even once I end this stream, I'm going to probably keep going because I'm going to want to do that dungeon so I can let you guys know, or dungeons, so I can let you guys know what I think of them. But hopefully we can get them on camera. There are supposed to be heroic versions of these dungeons as well. I don't know if that means that they are only available in heroic. I don't really have a way to check, I don't think. Yeah, because I think on the Hunter, the only dungeons I can see are heroic and mythic, maybe? I could be wrong on that. We may have to check the hunter just to be on the safe side. Okay, there's that. Look at that, already almost level 17. We are cooking with Crisco. Nope. Okay, so not the new one. Pop bobble. We want to go... I'm just going to pick up all of them. That way, if we complete them, I can turn them in. If I don't complete them, oh well. You know? There. Do we have another mage in the group? We do. He's level 17, so he's one level ahead of us. Sort of. We're literally about to hit the same level. And we need to make the macro. Actually, I think I already have the macro. Backslash macro. Here, watch. We're gonna do this. That's no longer a blooming shot. That is now going to be flame strike. Cast that cursor. Flame strike. And then we just keep the cursor in front of us. There's the level. Oh wow, we don't get anything until 18? Seriously? But now, where our cursor's at, I can just now cast Flame Strike without having to double-click stuff. Giant clams, if you're needing giant clam meat, you can swim straight down, pick up the clams here. You can also get pearls out of it, which is good if you need those for like blacksmithing. Otherwise, they are auction house-able. Go, tank! You got this, bud. Where are you going? But yeah, we'll definitely, like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to get all that stuff I put in the cart so that we can really kind of hammer in on all three specs simultaneously. So now that we're level, 17 or we get to 25 or whatever it is, we can swap specs and go, okay, here's all the points that we need to add, save. Here's all of the mystic enchants that we need to add, save. All that fun stuff so that we can get it all done. Can I get that off? Dang it. It's fine. Yeah, in pure numbers, I'm beating the level 17. And he's a frost mage, 100% frost mage. Oh, we're actually gonna go do quests. Nice! I love it when people want to do quests. See, these guys are the ones that have the crystals, apparently. Or they fix the quest. One of the two. We are gonna have to go figure out where, Meteor comes from. Like 100% we're gonna have to figure that out. Oh, this is just a corrupted brainstem quest. I thought it was the essence of Agumai. Let's throw this. What level is that mage? That must have been the other one. The Naga that threw that spell. I was like, dude is my level. There's no way he has Ring of Frost already. That's a level 30 enchant. Okay, corrupted brainstem's now done. I know it's an AoE spell, but that's just damage over time for us. Get Fire, Fire, Fireball to go off. There we go, got Searing on, could be crit. Look at that. We're spamming one spell, essentially, and we're doubling the other mage, who's just a frost mage. Though, at 17, I think frost mages should have... they don't get blizzard yet, but don't you get... I guess not. I guess Frostbolt is your only spell at level 17. Yes, yes, you hit the mushroom. We are so very proud of you for hitting mushroom. Mushroom is very good to hit, yes. That's not good that I'm pulling off the tank. Hello, are the XP pots on the shop 1 or 2 sec cooldown? Yes, for 1 DP. I didn't see them. I know they said that they were talking about bringing them back, but I have not seen them. I think that's the most I've seen that polearm drop. Nicely done, nicely done. I want to see what this guy is doing here. Inspect. He's got lava sweep, earthen spike, crackling flames, stone claw totem. Wow, he's got it way different than what I was thinking. Yeah, way different. He's also doing a ton of damage too, but he's also the highest level in here besides the level 34 paladin. Come on. Excuse me, good night. Ugh. We are 100% going to make it to the 2-hour mark. I mean, we're at 1 hour and 56 minutes, but I'm not sure how much I can keep it going. This might be the last dungeon, y'all. And as much as I was saying I was going to keep going after the stream, I also am fading fast. Man, those low. Thought I could drink some water. Get some of that mana back up. Hey, I won the Onyx Claymore. You know what that means? Money! That's plenty of mana for now. I don't think it would be so bad if I wasn't getting so cold. Like I'm actually starting to freeze. Come on. We've gotten this up to 41. Like, we need coarse thread to even make anything at this point. $45, $47. Will we hit 49? Oh, we're in combat. I think the other mage just hit... Oh no, that was priest. Priest! Leveled up. Hopefully the tank and the healer got this. Oh my god, this. Only reason he's beating us in DPS right now is because he's spamming the crap out of Arcane Blast. Which, not a bad suggestion, but you're gonna run out of mana real quick. Out of mana. Chimney. Chimney. Alright. What are you two doing? Okay, well then keep it down because I am streaming. Hi. But I am streaming, so keep it down. Let's see. Looks like the shaman just got Wind Fury, which is good. Hey, entertaining. Filter. They wanted to play pool. I'm perfectly fine with them playing pool. I don't know where you're going. It's... Okay. I can't. What is you? Tailoring? I wish I could need roll on you, but I'm not high enough yet. And I don't. more I'm looking at this, I mean, the more I think... I mean, we're getting lucky with mana because we have the shaman in here dropping the mana totem. Plus, we've got all the find on account or heirloom gear. So, what we're ending up getting is a very large mana pool. Oh, dang it. That was just a straight up waste of mana. But yeah. But Mage hit 18. Not bad. We're almost 18. So like we're right on top of this guy when it comes to levels. But yeah, so with the mana totem down, with just the fact that we have a giant pool of int, and even though Fireball is the most expensive spell, I think, out of the 3 that we can get, I think Fireball is even more expensive than Arcane Blast. Is 30 mana. Fireball right now is 57 mana. So now the thing with Arcane Blast, what makes it stupid expensive is it stacks 4 times. And so it's like the first time it costs you 30 mana, the second time it'll cost you 45 mana, the third time it costs you like 60 mana, and then if you go the 4th time and anything over that, it's like 100 mana per cast. It's ridiculous. So basically the way the rotation works is it's you go Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast, Arcane Blast, and then you hit them with like I forget what the name of the skill is, but there's like another skill that you whop them with and it deletes your charges, and it's rinse and repeat from there. Grab some more mana. See if he is in Discord. No, he's not even on Discord. Okay. You need to sit and get more mana, though. I didn't know there was just dudes standing there, otherwise I wouldn't have tried to go running off. Okay, let's grab some more mana. I mean, we're doing good. I feel very comfortable with this Fire Mage. Somebody's casting Blizzard. Can we just sit here and cast this? The problem with Mage Blizzard is it's not a fire and forget spell. It is I have to sit here and channel it, and if I don't let it go through its full channel, I'm actually wasting mana. So if you get a tank who's not paying attention, especially like in a dungeon like this, where you could easily throw Blizzard and the tank go, oh crap, that's the enemy Blizzard, and take them out of your Blizzard, it's no bueno. Need to go straight across, tank. Yeah, just like using Flame Strike, right? Thankfully, that's not a channel. It's a fire and forget, and it has an instant cooldown. But if I keep casting it, I'm just wasting mana. You know what I mean? And there might be Mystic Enchants that we need for that increase how much damage this does to proc something else. Who knows? Let's just target the boss. And if we gotta drain every ounce of mana we got, just damaging this guy, that is what we are gonna do. Three silver, 2 silver, so it's definitely this one. Oh. And then we do need to go in the water to take out that one. So hopefully Tank knows that. Oh, Tank, you didn't have your healer over here, dude. Well, that's a bunch of blizzards right on top of the pillar. Hopefully he knows that we need to go in the water to do that quest. I mean, it's fine if we don't, but it would be nice. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 over here. Grab. We gotta go in the water. Sheesh. Let's get any of my attacks off for that one. Everything died so fast. Jeez. We're 100%. Like if Devin's cool with it when if he gets on tonight before I get off for the night, like stream wise, we're probably still going to end here in just a minute. But as far as getting off, it just depends on what Devin wants to do. But if he's cool with it, I'm almost tempted to go ahead and keep trying to get this guy to like 24, 25, somewhere in that ballpark, so that we can switch over to the arcane build for next week. I will level this guy like on my off time when I'm not streaming, so that you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do all the way to 60. But bear in mind that anytime I jump on this guy, like tomorrow we're definitely going to stream this guy some more, because I think Friday, Saturdays will be this, and then Sunday, Mondays will definitely be our long streams for the hunter. But we'll see, you know what I mean? Like, I want to get this guy to 60. I know the hunter I said was going to be the main, so I'm going to try to stick to that as best I can. But, you know, talking with Devin and whatnot is, don't get me wrong, I love Bronzebeard. I think it's a fantastic server. But I know that when COA does go live, I am switching to COA. That will be the permanent place that we go, because I love those unique classes way too much. There's just so many over there. It's phenomenal. Try and get some mana. They can go over and take out the ones on the other side, but I need mana. But yeah, we gotta get Devin to 60 on a character so that he gets access to heirlooms as well for any other classes that he wants to build. And that's partly why I think it will be easier to do that if I go Druid, make my Druid a healer, get him respect, and just run dungeons as a healer. And then we just spam the crap out of dungeons. And go for the mirror. Whatever class he's wanting to level up. Okay, so he's not even gonna be on. So I'll be just messing with this guy until I'm not able to stay awake anymore, and then yeah, we'll definitely be streaming this guy after work again tomorrow too. Wait, did they hit the things while we were fighting the main boss? He did. I mean, more power to you, bud. Ooh, that has a ton of upgrades. The problem is it doesn't register that our armor is giving us stats. The add-on. $37, $44, yes. And then we should still get one for the last boss. Actually, I want to sit and drink water. We need like what, 5 more levels? Something like that. 6 more levels. Okay. We're getting there though. Getting this guy rocking and a rolling to where he is going to be able to start doing arcane damage. We'll get him a frost build as well, because you guys saw what I put in the card. We're still gonna get that for this guy. Like I said, we'll do that so that we have it available to him. Gear wise, like I said, I'm cool with him looking like a warlock for now. It might even throw people off just long enough. Don't pull the boss. Don't pull the boss. Don't pull the boss. Don't pull the boss. Okay. That should be plenty of mana. And now our whole job is to just stay above that other mage, no matter what. And all we're going to do is cast a fireball. There we go. But they didn't want to do the water boss and whatever the other one was. Knowledge of the Deeps is the water boss, but they didn't do that one, so it's all good. Alright, so let's leave party. We're here in town. Okay. We can sell some stuff. We can go sit at the inn. And we are good to rock and roll. As far as quests go... Oh, we did get the tailoring one. Nice. We also want to keep this silk thread. That can go down over here. Hey, got some coarse thread without having to buy it. Nice. Okay.
What do you require?
But yeah, anything that we have on that's bind on account, for whatever reason, it doesn't register the stats properly. And so it looks like you have a bunch of stats, like upgrade ability, when in reality you don't.
I haven't got all day.
How much is this? 2. So go with 98.
Beware the living.
Alright, let's run in. Let's do some of that. As much as I would love to have the next mount speed, I'd rather get professions up so that we don't have to worry about it. So let's create all there. Then we'll learn. Because, like, look at all that. As far as this goes, I mean, we could make a ton of the gloves, pants, robes. Just click, we have, there we go. So let's just start making as many of these as we can. That's spirit. That's intellect. Not that we need any of that. Just curious what they are. See if we can get to 19 by doing this. 59, 61. We got to stop it at when it gets close to 70. There's 69, 71, 73. Stop. Look, 19 silver worth of stuff. We go create. Learned a whole bunch of stuff. So we were at enough to buy a mount, or not a mount, but to get the next upgrade in mount speed. And now, learning and using up all the linen cloth bolts that we had, which was quite a few. Started at 47 and ended at 95. And now we can make wool. So like woolen boots requires fine thread now. Bolt of woolen cloth, light leather, meh. Small lustrous pearl, no thank you. Green dye is relatively cheap. This is going to be the cheapest one we can make those heavy woolen gloves. So bear that in mind. Tailoring gets expensive pretty darn quick. All right. We were at almost 4 gold, and we're now just slightly over 3 gold. All right. So, we're gonna, for all intents and purposes for you guys, because I'm gonna just stay in the inn and try and do some stuff real quick. But that's gonna be the end of tonight's stream. We've gone basically 2.5 hours tonight. We started off at level 13. We ended at almost level 19. I mean, look at how close we are. That is fantastic. So yeah, I mean, we're doing awesome there. That's really good. I'm gonna mess around with Mystic Enchants, see what we have, see what we need to get, possibly how to get them, things like that. And then that way, when I come back tomorrow for you guys, I'm going to have a list of things that we're going to be looking for. We're going to have somewhat of an idea of a build that we can use for each spec, and I'll go over all of those with you. So like that's kind of the goal. I'm going to work on that until I get ready to go to sleep. And then we'll move on from there. But I really appreciate you all stopping by. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. It lets me know that you guys enjoy the content. If there's a class or race that you would prefer me to try out or play, or show you my point of view on leveling routes and things like that, just let me know in the comment section below. I do read all the comments. I try to respond to all the comments, guys. We are trying to get to 8,000 subs before the end of the year. So share the content. That's the best way to get that out there for me, guys, so that we can get more people who are interested in World of Warcraft, specifically for Ascension WoW, to want to see this kind of content, because I try to stream every day. As of the rest of this month, Thursday, we will not be streaming because it's my mid-shift day, plus Thanksgiving falls on that particular day. And then like Fridays and Saturdays will be the mage. Sunday, Monday might be long days for the hunter, and then the rest of the week will just be whatever other class we want to level. We'll see. I'll figure it out. But other than that, heroes, I will catch you guys in the next one. Be safe, be loved, be blessed, but always stay legendary. Peace out, everybody.